Okay, let's do an actual look through both Divas rosters. That's right, we're going to look at a combination of, it's a weird sort of glare on the screen, a combination of it looks like 17 Divas that are on the main roster, and then looks like 9 on the NXT roster. So people will say they need to bring up Divas from NXT. But it's not. There's not a lot of them. Quite a few more injured. So we're going to need the website for this. The first group of 4 they give you from the main roster: Alicia Fox, Brie Bella, Eden, Emma. Well, Eden doesn't wrestle. So I do think it's weird that they include all of the women under the Divas umbrella. So we'll look at the first 3. Alicia Fox, Brie, and Emma. Emma, amazing work when she was in NXT. They brought her in as a joke, and it's kind of ruined her ever since. On NXT, she has a dark version of her character, so she's evil Emma, which is great. Ironically, she helped really invigorate the women's division in NXT, came over as a weird, goofy dancer, got settled with Santino, and then has really done nothing. And she's an amazing talent, but she's being wasted. Brie Bella. I really do wish the Bellas would break up. Here's the main reason why. Brie wrestles a nice face style. As a heel, she sucks. As a face, she's tolerable as a face. But she does not wrestle a heel style at all. I know people want to do the whole, but we shouldn't be trying to pigeonhole people into the basic dichotomy of heel-face. Divas are given like 3 minutes to do a match. They really don't have the opportunity to do any sort of real moral ambiguity to show tweener. They're pretty much stuck with either a face or heel. That's part of the reason why heel Bellas, when they took on the team of Naomi and Tamina, the crowd was like, so I cheer for who now? Brie, decent style. I mean, she can go in the ring fairly well. But again, if she's wrestling face, she's a lot better than ever when she's wrestling heel. She is not a heel at all. Alicia Fox. If they could find a gimmick for her that was not random crazy girl, she has got a virtually picture-perfect Northern Lights suplex. Why that is not her finisher, I don't know. She should totally do the scissors kick as a setup, and then her finish should be that Northern Lights, because she has a great Northern Lights. Well, she's actually very technically sound. Does she have bad matches? Yes, but she's very technically sound. Like, her Northern Lights is ridiculous. Let's go to our next group of 4. Cameron, Lana, Ava Marie, Naomi. Lana's going to be wrestling soon. Hopefully she's good. Cameron. Cameron has got all the personality and charisma you need for a wrestler, but none of the skill. Ava Marie. That's your next face of the division. Just period. She has the look that the E loves to just push to the front. They're like, she's good looking, right? She's good looking. She's in shape. She's good. Look. Just look at her. Yeah, she's awkward in the ring, but that will wear away in time. They're hoping that she becomes, on Total Divas they mentioned, like, oh, she'll become the next Nikki Bella. Let's be honest. Vince would sell both of his testicles at the same time for a Trish Stratus. And that's what he wants. He wants that level of crossover appeal. He wants the fitness model look, but someone who can go in the ring that the fans can get behind. That's what he wants. He wants an absolute total package. April's working hard with Spanky, so hopefully she comes back better. She was, ironically, she was pushed to the forefront of the Total Divas. Had she not been on that show, and had she probably not wrestled, with only, I think she had a couple of weeks worth of training, had they kept her off TV, if they were actually to bring her in like now, after she's trained for a while, she might actually have gotten a really great fan. But the fact they put her up front as a diva with zero wrestling experience, it really did hurt her. It's going to take a long time for her to actually get back off of that. But, if she comes back in NXT and she can win over that crowd, fine. She has got an uphill battle, though. Naomi, the most athletic diva. That is the only thing we get to hear about her, that she is the most athletic diva. Apparently she has nothing else to... Naomi, the most athletic diva. Oh, the most athletic diva. Naomi, she's that most athletic diva. She is the exact opposite of Cameron. She has got all of the physical skills. She's getting better with charisma. She works better as a heel. And I think having Tamina by her side is a lot better. The light-up shoes help, because it's something that makes her really stand out. She needs to lose the booty-based offense. You're a heel now. You are a heel. You do not need to be like, oh, I'm a butt in your face. No. Butt in your face is not a finish for a heel. Male heel? Totally. Butt in the face totally works for male heel. If you want to do like a little bit of the pollen in the air, heel, that, you know, butt in the face works for male heel, or like super uber male face. But Naomi, if she were to change her offense a little bit, I think she'd be right up there. Try to do some of the Hurricane Ranas, the Poison Ranas. If she can pull this off successfully, maybe do an occasional second rope move, because they won't let the Divas go to the top rope, or some springboard moves, throw in a little more kind of like a lucha style. She could be perfect for that. Next group. Layla. Still has a job. Still has a job. You really don't see her that much, except for in like tag matches. Definitely the elder stateswoman of the division. Not bad. You know, she definitely falls more in the enhancement side, because she's not on Total Divas. She is the oldest diva there, which really, really works against you in the Divas division. But she's not bad. Lillian. Again, not wrestling. Ooh, Natalya and Nikki Bella are the bottom two we have in this quadrant. Natalya. Really, really technically gifted. Great backstory. Fantastic background. But she's so Canadian. So Canadian. There's very little personality. She's dry. And they gave her a farting gimmick. They had her team with Beth Phoenix, and those two should have had a meltdown. They should have had an awesome WrestleMania match. Or they should have been like, hey, Trish Stratus, you're Canadian. Do you want to come back and feud with Natalya near WrestleMania or near SummerSlam? Or bring back some of the older divas and use one of them to really put Natalya back in the forefront again. I thought she was great when she was doing the valet work for the Brass Ring Club, because she's the female version of the Brass Ring Club. Great technical skill. Easily their, probably, oh, yeah, I'd probably say their most skilled in-ring competitor. Period. But the crowd doesn't care. Nikki. When she was injured, and it was, and it was full Brie mode, Brie really should have stepped up her game. She didn't. Nikki came back and super eclipsed her. Here's the real dichotomy between Nikki and Brie. Brie can't wrestle heel to save her life. She's not a good heel. Her style is face. Totally a face style. Nikki cannot wrestle face to save her life. She is a total heel. And they gave her all the power moves that Beth Phoenix should have been using. Nikki Bella has been booked super dominant. That's how you should have booked Beth Phoenix. If Karma could have said it, that's how you should have booked Karma. You should take any big woman you can get from the independent circuit. Like if they could get Havoc from TNA, you would book Havoc like Nikki Bella. She when it comes on the ring, lays on everybody, and then that's it, and goes forward. I do think she's going to suffer from Triple H syndrome. She's good, but the reason why she's been put in these situations is going to always be attributed to the fact that she's with John Cena. Same reason why Triple H, great wrestler, but people go, he's only where he's at because of Stephanie. I do think she's a really fantastic heel. The only problem is, on the male side of the roster, all heels are chicken-faced, or, well, chicken crap. They always run from fights, or they're bullies. There really is very, very few heels that stand their ground and are dominant. You could say Brock Lesnar. Dude's a face. Everyone loves Brock Lesnar. Music hits, crowd goes nuts. Brock Lesnar could walk down the ring kicking the puppies, and people would be like, you know what? Those puppies had it coming. Brock Lesnar. Suplex City. And Nikki is booked super dominant. Nobody appears to really have her number. She's booked like Stephanie McMahon. Where Stephanie, you might get a little bit up on her, but you're never going to beat her. She's the most dominant woman they've got currently. And she's booked in such a way. The problem ends up being is that in order to really truly have a great division, you need an awesome heel and an awesome face. And they need to actually be able to trade victories back and forth. It seems like there's some level of balance. Nikki is both a super dominant heel as well as the person who uses the most stupid of heel trickery to win. No one believes to win magic. Moving on. Alright. Well, now we're down to the last 5 for the main roster. We've got Paige, Renee Young, Summer Rae, Tamina. If you go to the next one, it just adds Rosa. So, we'll go this way quickly. Renee doesn't wrestle. Rosa, she seems like a really, really nice girl. She really does. She's also like, well, technically the Bellas are Latin, but she's the only one who's truly a Latina on the roster. Her stuff with Adam Rose is something. Tamina should be this undeniably dominant, almost virtually flawless, brutal person in the ring. She should be like a female Brock Lesnar. For some strange reason. I don't know if it's because she had lots of injuries, but she's just kind of sloppy. I think a lot of because she doesn't really wrestle that much. So it's almost like if you were to have her go down to NXT for a little while to help bolster their Divas division for a while, she could come back stupid crisp. And then you could do a feud with Tamina and Natalya. Put the belt near them if you want to, and that could be a fantastic feud with great family lineage. Great family lineage that could really bring back some more old school fans, because you can bring in the Harts, the Snookas. Pretty much any Samoan is related to Tamina. Pretty much every Canadian is related in some way, shape, or form to Natalya. And you could do a really fantastic feud. I think Tamina needs more seasoning. Now we're down to Summer Rae and Paige. Summer Rae, great work in NXT. Great work in NXT. But she came in as a dancer. She's been Emmed. So she has some really good, solid skill, but do not put a mic in front of her. No. No, 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 no. No. Her current position as being the crutch for Rusev is something. She's a much better wrestler than they give her credit for, and I don't think she'll ever get the chance to really put on a decent match. Now we're down to Paige. When I met Paige, I said flat to her face that she is the future of this division. And she is. The problem ends up being is that she doesn't have the marketable look that they really want in the back. She stands out of all of the divas. Jet black hair, porcelain white skin, and wrestles a very different style. They so neutered her. She should have kept the anti-diva gimmick when she came over, where she's not really the girly girl. She's here to fight. She's a wrestler. She's not a diva. Those sorts of things would have gotten her over so much it wouldn't even be funny. But they had to kind of tone her down. They brought her in. She was face. She works beautifully as tweener. She's the, I will fight you because you're a girl, you don't like that. I will fight you because you have a title. You know, she can fight everybody. And she has the enough to her that she can work the tweener persona. She can work the face-heel gimmick. But for some trainers, they have no idea what to do with her. The women's division is so poorly booked. The only time you get two storylines that are going, that are remotely, well, can't even say two storylines. During the time when AJ and Paige were feuding, the main storyline was the Bellas. The only reason why the Bellas, the Diva division, the Divas belt gets any sort of top billing is because it's on a Bella. Beyond that, it's the John Cena effect. John Cena is the focus of the show, champion or not. At least now the champion is in the Authority, so the Authority, it makes sense. That's the main focus point of the show. It's the focus point because it's the champion. That works on that level. But Paige, Order 2-time champion. They're really, if she does it again, she ties Eve and AJ. And her career is going to go on for several years. And there's only that one title. So in that division, it's either you have a long title reign or you have multiple title reigns. That's it. I do think they do need to do something like a Queen of the Ring. They do need to do at least, Raw's 3 hours. Man, give me 2 matches. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for 2 hour-long matches. Just give me two matches in a segment. You've got 2 hours on SmackDown. Give me a match in a segment. There's a decent amount of women. They should be able to at least have something going on with almost all of them. Yes, currently the Bellas have something going on. They're taking on Paige. Summer Rae and Lana have something going on. Well, I guess you gotta say Alicia Fox is with them, okay? What's Rosa doing? Just walking out with Adam Rose. Naomi and Tamina are kind of there. They're not really in the Bella feud that involves Paige. They don't like Paige. It just seems like it's really, really haphazardly done. So now, on to NXT. These are done in couplets. A lot easier. Alexa Bliss, Bayley. Alexa Bliss now as a heel, pretty good. She hasn't really done much, though. She hasn't been on the show a lot as a heel. But she has a lot of potential. Her initial kind of glitter, sparkle. Too facey. Too vanilla-y facey. Now, a little bit of edge to her. She's with the bad guys. Kind of works. Bayley. Super uber fangirl face. You take that character, you bring her into the main roster, you change nothing. Nothing at all. Have her come out super high-five the crowd, put slap bracelets on people, just happy-go-lucky person that when it comes time in the ring, she can turn it up and be a little more vicious. What they do with Bayley is what they should do with John Cena. Smiling, happy, good old-fashioned face. If the match gets kind of rough, she kicks into a whole different gear. Still happy, still face, but has enough of an edge when needed in a match. Alright, the updated version of Becky Lynch. This is Steampunk Becky Lynch and Carmella. Becky Lynch. So good. Real great Mac technician. And she's got the look that I think that they can really go with. Accent's going to hurt her a little bit. Just a little bit. But she's got a tremendous amount of moveset that they're going to neuter the crap out of her. She's got one of the most distinct looks. They have her now with an orange hair. So she's going to stick out when she comes down to that ring. Great submission and suplex style. You really don't see that very often. Really great mat-based, really aggressive. Character works well. You can bring her in. She'd have an awesome feud with almost anybody on the roster. I think Becky Lynch, Natalya or Becky Lynch, Paige, and just give them time, let them do their thing. Even Becky Lynch, Alicia Fox could put on some great matches. Carmella, still green. Still green. But she has a look that the E could go for that's marketable. She's still growing in the division, so I can do without the Bye Felicia bit. I think that's stupid. But she got a really nice finish. You know, I like the fact that she does another. It's a combination like move into a submission. I like that. Becky Lynch is an awesome armbar, which is great too. But I like the fact that Carmella has got this really nice like head scissor lock. Looks great, and you can position it in a way that she's in the position for it. You know, she's in really great shape, and with that sort of angle that they do, it can really show how defined that she is. And it forces the person to look at the hard camera, and then the person in the move can fully emote what's going on, do the tap out. You know, she needs more seasoning. And if they bring in the main roster, bring in Enzo and Big Cass. She'll get over. Charlotte. You know, great wrestler. Very much like Paige, born and bred for this industry. I see zero problems with her when she makes a move to the main roster, except the fact that Divas division currently sucks. Not as in the talent's poor, the way that it's booked is atrocious. But having her last name of Flair, she'll be treated well. Dana Brooke. They have adjusted her look a lot. Initially, she was in pink and black, looked kind of like a smaller Natalya. Then they dyed her hair like gray, and have her wear gray and black. Works well for her. She has a bit of a lisp when she talks. She wrestles more of a powerhouse style, but she's short. But crossover appeal when it comes to fitness magazines, because she's at fitness competitions. Still green. Still green. She has lots of potential, though. Still green. Needs a better finisher. A fireman's carry into kind of like a Michinoku driver doesn't quite work given her size. And it seems like it's just a little bit too slow. You know, nice use of a body slams. I would almost have her go, here, you're going to watch some of these matches. Who's this guy? This is Scott Steiner. Could you do a Frankenstein? Could you do a Hurricane Rana? Can you do some of these? Can you do some more of these power-like moves? You know, can you wrestle a style more kind of like that? You know, because let's be honest, she's got a good-sized bicep. If she knocks me down to do the kiss the bicep and drop the elbow, that wicked heat, wicked heat. You want to push her as the I'm in great shape, I'm better than you heel. And nobody did it better than Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner was fantastic at it. And I think Dana Math could take off. There's a great upside to her. Young, decent look. You can tell that she's very physical, but she needs to work a little more on the character, which she's getting better at. When I saw her live, she talks trash to the crowd a lot. So very good natural heel tendencies. So I think she's got really good potential. Devin Taylor, JoJo, backstage, they talk. Last, the boss, Sasha Banks. Initially came in kind of baby-faced. Once she hit her stride, the Sasha Banks character that she has now is just perfect. Is she a face? Is she a heel? Is she a tweener? She's Sasha. That's who she is. She wrestles this really great, in-your-face, strong style. Her double knees to the midsection of the corner is just ridiculous. Super, super over. Great finisher, where it's a backstabber into a float over, into a crossface. Oh, beautiful freaking move. And she knows how to wrestle a crisp clean match. Sasha Banks, Paige, WrestleMania worthy. Sasha Banks, Natalya, WrestleMania worthy. Sasha Banks, almost anybody on the NXT Divas roster. Book it. Pay-per-view worthy. Easily. She's small enough to work really well against someone like Nikki Bella's style, or Brie's style. Brie and Sasha, similar in size, could put on a really good match. That having been said, Banks is the one I want to see stay in NXT until we start to see more of a change in the main roster Divas division. I don't want to see her get called up and get shifted into that Emma Summer Rae bit. No. Very good wrestler who've been lost in the shuffle. Alicia Fox, good wrestler, lost in the shuffle. Paige, the current face of the division, but is so mired and so lost in the shuffle, it's almost not even, at this point in time, it's almost not even funny. If I were to book the Divas division, Battleground, Paige and whoever tag team partner is, lose. Have them lose. That's fine. Have them lose, dirtiness, heel trickery, whatever. I have Paige almost go kind of like a Stingish route. I have Paige silently watch the division, and when the Bellas are coming down, I have her obliterate Brie. If Nikki's got a match and Brie's on the outside, out of nowhere, I have Paige obliterate Brie. I don't have her put a hand on Nikki. I have her terrorize Brie repeatedly. And I want Nikki to be a part where she goes, Paige, I want you in the match, you choose it. Paige, one more goes, Cage. Drops the mic, that's the only word you've heard her say since Battleground. SummerSlam, you do Nikki, you do Paige inside a 15-foot high steel cage. And that is where you then have Paige just obliterate Nikki. You have Nikki put on a good solid match, good hard effort, but Paige has just so coalesced all of her skill, and she just destroys Nikki inside a cage. Pins her dead center of the... No, doesn't pin her. Makes her tap out in the center of the ring. And I would have Brie on the outside, like, you can tell she's selling, but frantically trying to get inside the ring that she could not help her sister. At which point you can then do the storyline of, I can beat you whenever I want to, because you have to use your sister. You can then use that to drive the wedge between the Bellas, if Total Divas will allow them to do this. Nikki has to prove herself without having Brie by her side. Brie feels dejected, leads those to they're gonna have a bit of their feud. Then you do your call up, because now all of a sudden Paige can hold the title. She can have a nice dominant run against some of the other women. You drop Tamina down to NXT where she's down there just running an absolute tear. Because whoever you call up to the main roster, you drop Tamina down there. They'll fill in the void. You don't have your new NXT person go right against Paige. No, you have them build up to a match. If you do this right, you can run this roughly till Mania, which is then when you then end up having Paige defending against the new NXT girl who's made a great name for herself. And by that time, I also think too, Ava Marie, if she continues her training, could actually be someone you could consider in a main event match. You do a triple threat match at Mania. You can put that belt on any of the 3-on-3 in there. The NXT woman could have her WrestleMania moment, become champion. Ava Marie could have a WrestleMania moment after a really great, long, hard struggle. Or Paige can be victorious at WrestleMania. Done. And that then books the Bellas into a SummerSlam beyond feud, even at Survivor Series. They could have two different teams of women and do an elimination match. Brie can have the faces, Nikki can have the heels. You can work that into another sort of like a fallout match at TLC if you needed to. So I kind of booked the Bellas to the end of the year, an NXT call up, and the Divas belt from SummerSlam all the way to WrestleMania. with room to throw in other matches if need be.